Welcome to Hooked on Boxing. I'm your host, Christopher Ollier. Tonight's show is going to be about infighting and outfighting, cutting off your opponent in the ring, and distancing yourself against your opponent. And another thing we're going to be talking about is jamming punches. So when your opponent throws a punch, you can jam it and stop it before it reaches you. And basically what we went over in other shows like bobbing and weaving and footwork. So, first of all, let me go ahead and start warming up like I always do. A little jump rope, a little push-up, something like that. So we get the body warmed up, and we'll just get straight on into it, okay? Let me grab the rope here. Right back. I'm back. Okay. Remember I said, like, just get a good leather rope? Get a good leather rope. This, okay? And basically, this is just basically to warm up your body. Okay. Okay. Jump a little rope. Do a little dance. Make a little rope. Okay. So basically, you warm up your body. It'd be best if you do this with music, you know. I said, by now, you guys should be pretty good out there. Some major competition and jumping that rope. Move around a little bit here and there. Okay. Warming up on the rope here. Okay. Shake the arms out. A little shadow boxing. The arms loosen up. And when you're doing this, practice all the other stuff. I went through the other shows. You know, hands up for your face. This. Moving your head. Okay. Keep your body at an angle. Okay. Always keep your body at an angle. Let's do this in front of a mirror or something like that. Okay. Since we don't got that long, get off on the shadow boxing. Do some push-ups. I'll say, if you're about to, let's do 12 today. Okay, ready? Keep your back straight. If you're women, right here, you can do it on your knees. For you guys, let's do it the Marine style, okay? Here, shoulder straight, up, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right there, 12. Almost went too far there. Okay? Okay. Now, that's good enough for the warm-up for one night. Let's go ahead and get straight into how to fight your opponent in the ring, cutting him off, or fighting it close or on outside. Okay? Assistant, come in here. Okay, give me a second. Let me grab the gloves here. Okay. Right there. Be fine. Right here. Okay. What we basically is going to do is demonstrate how to cut your opponent off. Okay, when you're in a fight or you're fighting another opponent. Okay. Basically, when you're in a ring, you're in a square box. In that square box, you have 4 corners. In that 4 corners, you want to make sure your opponent cannot move that much, because the more he moves, the more you have to chase him, which you don't want to chase him. Okay? You want to basically cut the ring off, make sure that he can't move. That's taking steps. Instead of moving around, and we did on other shows, on your toes, basically, only thing you don't have to do, you have to use that much energy, have your hands up, take a step. It's like doing the walls. Take a step. Even though he's moving in a circle, you're cutting the line because you're going straight. Every time he makes a circle move, you just take a step, okay? It's almost like doing the waltz, like you're doing a dance, okay? And basically, when he's doing all the movement, moving around you, the only thing you're doing is making the circle smaller, because you're in the center of that circle. So every time he makes that move, you can cut it off. You cut it off. And basically what you want to do is get him in the corner. You'll see a lot of fighters do that. They use that strategy, let the other guy exert himself, moving around and bobbing and weaving, but he takes his time and takes each step. So it's basically look like a dance. Put your hands up there. Okay. Now he's going to basically move in a circle. I'm going to step with him. Move this way. See, I stepped. See? He moves in a circle. I step. I don't move with him, dance with him. I just take a little step. Ready? Ready? Step. See? So I'm always in front of him. Move this side here. Back. Step. Okay. You must remember, when you're fighting a guy who moves a lot, don't get cross-legged like this. Don't ever cross your legs. Okay? A lot of guys get caught in that situation. That's bad. Okay. If a guy's a sharp fighter, he'll catch that. He'll catch it, be all over you, because he knows you're off balance. So basically, the only thing you're going to be doing is here. He moves again. Step. He moves back. Step. Keep your feet wide. Keep your feet wide. So you can always move your body. Shift your weight. Okay? Shift your weight. Like in my other shows I was saying, when you shift your weight, you throw your, if you're moving this way, you're moving to your left, throw your straight hand. Okay? If you're moving to your right, you're hitting with a jab or a hook. Okay? So basically, the only thing you're doing is cutting off the ring, but you're making the ring smaller. Even though he's moving and bouncing around, you don't want to use that much energy. You want to take your time to pick him apart. You don't want to bounce around like a rubber ball. He bouncing around, you bouncing around, and you guys didn't accomplish anything. You're not hitting your target. Okay? So now, when you're moving around, and he had a distance in a circle, it's a basic move. You really don't see it when you're watching a fight because it's so subtle and it's so quick. Okay? Take a step to the side here, all right? A slight shift. Okay? But you still have your balance. Okay? You still have your balance. Even though you make that step to the side, you shift your weight so you're a little bit closer. Not to a point that is so obvious. Okay? You want to make a little bit of shift, little bit of circle, little tiny feet, like this, okay? All right? You want to talk back, back and forth, see? Little steps. Because you don't want to make it, so you're really going to be moving very quickly, but always keep your balance. And you don't want to get careless, you get anxious, you stick your feet way out here like this, where you find out your stance is just a little bit too wide, so you're off balance. You really can't throw anything. So you're trying to throw something, you can't, okay? So every time he makes his move, you shuffle your feet just a little bit, okay? Little shuffle forward. And it looks like a dance, like you guys are doing the waltz. He moves, you move. You move back, you move. Okay? Back and forth, right here, okay? And then, put your hands up here. Okay. I'll do one, basic 1-2 combination, okay? You move on, we'll go ahead to that 1-2, okay? So he shuffle, here, okay? Shuffle back, here. But then you reverse it, you throw your straight hand, then you jab. You hook off of that. Try again. Shuffle. All right. Here. Right. Okay. So basically, you're just shuffling with the punch. Shuffling. If he moves, you move. Okay. Now that's cutting off the ring. But when you start doing that, cutting off your opponent, that's in the ring or out in the street or anywhere, you want to make sure the moves are so subtle that he doesn't see them. That's not the shifting of the shoulders, the upper body. You want your feet to move. You want your upper body to move. So he goes, oh, you want to move. No, you want to keep your upper body up, but he wants to see all the shuffling come from the feet. So he can't see the feet. You're moving, but he cannot realize that you're moving. Okay, and then so when you're cutting off the ring, he makes that circle, you just cut that ring off, so he has to move the opposite direction. The logic of this is you want to play by your rules, not by his rules. You control the fight, not him. That's the object of when you're cutting off the ring, to make sure that you control everything. Where he goes and where he don't go. Make sure he backs up in a corner because you want to control that. Okay? So, now that's one step of cutting off the ring. Now, when you're at a distance trying to cut off the ring, you've got to judge the distance he's going to come into you or what kind of fighter he is. So you want to look at him and watch, does he move fluently? Does he stay in one place? Because this is a bad habit a lot of fighters get. They get in the ring, and instead of moving around, I'm reversing it. Now, you're the guy who's moving. But if instead of moving around in a circle, hitting him move, what they do is they bounce in one place. They don't really move. They just bounce in one place, straight up and down. They don't go nowhere. They just bouncing up and down. You think he's a rubber ball. He just don't move. He's just sitting there. You know, you say, well, you wait for you just, you know, if you're experienced fighter, you'll time that bouncing. Okay, you know, then you hit him like a ping pong. But, okay, but you want to move around. So while he's cutting off the ring, you want to make sure you have that movement. So pretty soon, if he's countering your move, you counter his move. Every move he makes, you counter. It's like a chess game, okay? It's like a chess game, moving back and forth, okay? Now, when you are cutting off the ring, this is when you get in the flat foot position. As my coach put it, this is your, in a sense, your destroy. You lock on and destroy. So what you're out to do is put damage, because all your balance and all your weight is on your feet. You're not bouncing. You'll see a lot of fighters do this. They're not bouncing. When they're cutting off the ring, all their weight is settled on their feet, on their lower body. Not their upper body, their lower body, so they can sit down on their punches. See, when you're bouncing around and moving, you really don't have that much power. You really don't have that much power you should have. A lot of guys got that flicking power. But when you sit down cutting off the ring, here, just move this way. You basically, it's like you're like a battleship. You're locking your stuff in, and you're throwing. You're locking your punch in here, and your hands up. Okay, because you know he's going to throw a lot of fast punches, a lot of flurries. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and throw a hard 1, 2. You ready? Okay, so when he steps here, okay, lock in. Okay, lock in. Okay, lock in. Okay. So you're basically gonna lock your punches in, because you're moving in a position to throw a lot of hard punches. Short hooks, short straight hands, short uppercuts, overhands, another overhand, another uppercut, and good night. But so basically you're moving in a set position, okay? Getting your body set, because he's gonna throw like, so you can move, but you're just taking that short step to cut that ring off, to make sure you can throw your volleys off, okay? Now, basically, when he moves here, basically keep your hands up, like I said before, hands up, head, and keep yourself sharp, very sharp. Now, on the second half of this, we're going to go ahead and cover infighting, how close you can be to a fighter, how close you can be an infighter, close in, and distance fighting. But we're going to go over that in the second half, so I'll be back in a hot second. See ya.
The fight continues. Round after grueling round. Yet smoking remains the #1 preventable cause of death in this country. Please, if even for just one day, step out of the shadows and join the fight.
Welcome back to Hooked on Boxing. Right now we're going to go over covering infighting and infighting and fighting close up, and gunning punches. Okay, that's like gunting punches is stopping a punch before it hits you, or cutting it short. Like infighting, when he throws a punch, he's going to stop it short. But it's really hard to explain it in words. So I tell you what, in a sense, you can explain it like this. You ever walked in the door, and before you walk through that door, you're so in a hurry to get out that door, you open the door before you walk out, and you hit the door and you hit your nose? It's the same thing when it's rushing. It's stopping it before you get out. It's like stopping a punch before you open it, before it reaches you. It's the same like trying to open the door before you go out of it. Same thing, in a similarity like that. Okay, anyway, enough of that. My assistant come out and we explain what I'm trying to say here. Okay. Now this is basically on infighting. Your opponent will be here, okay, hands up, and you're here. Basically, you want to stay here, but you want to be careful. A lot of times when you're fighting an opponent, have your foot on the inside is a bad place to be, because he has the angle to throw hooks here and move away from you. From here, he can hook and move away from you. Okay, so he can hook from here So you get a bad angle. While you're trying to counter that, you run into his leg. Trying to lift your foot up, you run into his leg. So when you're infighting, make sure your foot's always on the outside of his. Okay? Always on the outside. Never on the inside. Remember, always on the outside. Very important. I'm fighting at a southpaw stand, so it's very important that my foot is on the outside. Okay? So when I throw my hook here, I can throw my hook here. I can move out. Okay? But if you orthodox and you're here, see, it's a mirror image. So you're gonna be moving. See, it's different. So he's gonna be moving here. So you guys are gonna be like doing a little circle, trading hooks sometimes, trading jabs. Okay, because you are like a mirror image, an opposite mirror image. Okay, he's throwing his jab here, you throwing your jab here. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate what I'm saying on infighting as a southpaw point of view. Okay, so basically, you want your foot on the outside here. Okay, so like I said on the other shows we went over, basically you want to bobbing your head becomes very important in this situation. Very important, okay? Because you want to move on the outside, okay? You don't want to sit here too long like a lot of guys. Sit up here and get like in a fetal position right here. What he'll do, he'll throw uppercuts. He throw a lot of uppercuts and a lot of overhands. So basically, when you want to fight a guy on the inside, you want to be hooking here, around the elbow, right under the elbow, and short hooks over, and straight hands. Okay. So when you come in, right here, hands up, elbow down. Okay. Okay. Basically, when you come in, you don't want to come in. Yeah, I'm coming in. Guns. You'll come in maybe with two straight hands. All right. Boom, 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 or a mix of flurry of punches. But you want to ease in. You don't want to run in. Or you want to come in at an angle. It's like a waltz, like a dance, okay? Okay, because he's going to throw his, but you want to come in at an angle. And like I said before in the first half, you want to see the shuffling of the feet, but you want it to be too noticeable. So when you cover distance, it's quick and it's fast. All of a sudden you're there. Okay, but when you here, throw your punches. Okay, I covered this in a previous show. But when you come, this is when you're here. This is very important. You want your foot on the outside, here, okay, here, okay. I was showing with the other mat I couldn't really demonstrate because I was hitting it. But here, this is what your angle. This is what you're going to be seeing when you're inside, way up close. You be right here, okay. This is when the head moves, okay. Okay. But this is very important. Distance. This is very important. Now, when you get here, right here, this is a comfortable distance. He can hit you, you can hit him, okay? But when you scoot in just a little bit, a comfortable position, that means you can destroy him or pick him apart. Basically, okay, here, you can pick him apart because you got a comfortable distance where you can get your leverage on your punches. Here, hook, here, uppercut there, bam, boom, all right? You're rocking and rolling, you're moving and grooving. That's very important when you're moving and grooving because you're just moving, you're hanging and banging, right? You're moving in there. You're at a comfortable distance. You're not close enough, like I was saying before. It's like trying to open up a door and bam, here you are. You can't throw your punches. You're too close. So basically, you want to get at a comfortable distance. On the outside of his foot, or here. So when he leans back, you still got the comfortable, you're at a comfortable position. So you can hook here, uppercut here, there, overhand here. But yet, when he scoots back slightly, you can scoot with it, but you're still moving. You're still rocking and rolling, hanging and banging, right? You up and down, moving up and down. Like I said in the show before. So up and down. This is how I emphasize. Moving up and down. Here, bam, 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 bam. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Very important. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Never, ever get caught to a point where you're just head hunting when you're infighting. You're really close. He's trying to hit the head because if he's a sharp fighter, what he gonna do? He gonna move his head. He ain't no fool, right? He ain't gonna sit up and go, hey, you hit me, dude. Yeah, you're gonna move, right? You're gonna move. So basically, when you're here, you're infighting, bam, 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 up and down, to the body, to the head, to the body, to the head. Then reverse it. When you get to your second combination, reverse it. To the head, to the body, to the head, to the body. Okay? and then you maybe throw your punches and move away. But that's when you get in too close. In too close, you know what happens is you guys wind up hugging each other. You know, how you doing? You know, how's the family? You ain't doing anything or doing the walls. You see a lot of guys in heavyweight, they start dancing because reason. One is they may be tired. Second reason is they're in too close. They're not distancing themselves so they can get their punches off. Okay? A lot of fighters throw their punches. They get so anxious to throw their punches, all of a sudden they're right here. They're hitting them all up in the back, and they're not distancing themselves. That's what you want. Distance. 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 Okay. Now, about gutting a punch, in some martial arts same thing. If a guy's finna throw a kick here, like that, the guy will kick him here in the knee to shorten the punch. Or he's finna throw a back kick, he'll kick out there to stop the kick from coming. This is the same principle used with punches. So if a guy was going to throw a jab here, boom, you just cut it short, slipping the punch, okay? Or here, throw again, bam, you step it in, boom, you stop, you hit him right on the shoulder. The reason where my punch is in, his punch did not make it. And he throws a straight hand, boom, same thing. Okay, now this is open. This is my neighborhood. This is Chris' neighborhood now. I own it. I own it. I won't take it because I got it. I earned it. See what I'm saying? Because I stopped all of his attack on me, and I opened him up the way I want him so I can hang and bang, right? So basically, that's what you want. But just practicing this takes a lot of. You got to make sure that you got a lot of head movement and see it before coming. You got to see it because if he telegraphs, stop it. Just stop that punch. He throws it out there, bam, hit him on that shoulder. Stop that punch. You know, take it away from him. Then blam, throw overhand or hook or whatever. Follow that up. Okay? Like I say, now you're in close, and now you're using all these different strategies. You're going to gun his punches, move in, and distance yourself. The best way I say to distance yourself is when you're in here close. I know you ain't gonna really sit around here and, you know, you got a flash thought when you're doing this. It ain't just gonna come blam. It's like this. To think about it, you gotta take that little stutter step just enough, not a lot. Don't move yourself all the way out here. Just a short little slide back. Okay. If he slides back away from you, slide in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's come in a little bit. Okay. Okay. So here, you slide back a little bit. Here, you slide back. He slide. So you slide back. See? So it looks like a dance a little bit, like the wall. Okay. Now, when you step here, he's gonna. If he's how good a fighter he is. If he steps here, you step out here, he'll step with you. Okay. You step out, he'll step out. Okay. But basically, what he wants to do is he want to get this foot around your foot. So, in a sense, it looks like you're foot fighting. You hear? You hear, right? Okay. While you're throwing your punches, you try to get your foot here. He's trying to get his foot around here, where you get that outside angle. Okay. This is when, basically, when you're seeing this, you see two guys going, man, look like they're trying to dance, because they're trying to get that angle. They want that foot. The other guy wants that foot on the outside of his foot. Because in the fighting, the angle is everything. Everything you do is with the angle. You know what I'm saying? The angle is very important. Now, look, so go over this a little bit more, okay? Now, when you're here, when you do get in this situation, when you get yourself your distance, okay? Make sure, if you're watching a fight, look at the fighters. Look at them very closely. Is he standing too close to him? Because if he's standing too close, you say, well, he can't punch, you know? So you watch a good fighter, like a Zuma Nelson. Excellent fighter. He'll sit back. He'll let the guy attack, but he'll take that just a little bit stutter step, just back, just enough, for he's a little guy, but he'll throw those bombs because he distances himself. He distances himself. He'll get you in the corner. He'll have you in the corner here. He'll just scoot back just a little. Watch this. You'll see it. He'll scoot back just a little to get his distance. So when he throws his punch here, boom, he throw that right here. No, I ain't gonna throw it at you. Throw it at me. Okay, so here, right here, throw it here, here, throw that. Here, throw it here, here. Right. So he's here, throw it. Boom, here, boom, here, boom, here, boom. Right. So he's just at that distance. Okay. He's at that distance. He's making sure that when you throwing your punches, throw a hook from here. Boom, blam. He's here. He's at that. He's at a close enough distance that he can see what you're going to throw from the action of your body, from the movement of your body. Okay, so he can counter that, and he can efficiently knock you out or do damage to you. Okay, so you throw another hook here, bam, boom. You know you're gonna come back with here, bam, boom, bam, right? So basically, distance is very important. Practices in the gym, practice with your sparring partner, or anything like that. Always make sure you get that distance. Don't get too close, but don't get too far away. Okay? So, thanks. My assistant, Art. Okay. Now, so basically what we went over today's show is cutting off the man in the ring, which is very important. It's like a dance. Like I said, it's like a dance. Everything you do, you notice, got a lot of rhythm. Jump and roll, shadow boxing. That's very important. All got a little rhythm to it. Even punching got a rhythm to it. Feeling the flow of the fight, setting the pace. Okay, it's like a chess game. You got to outsmart your opponent to beat your opponent. Okay, so take your time when you're learning this. Go over in the mirror, have a friend come over or whatever, or if you're taping this, rewind and see what some of the things I said. Okay. So, infighting, when you're in close, remember that. Distance yourself. Don't get too close. Because if you get too close, it ain't going to do you no good. You're going to wind up hugging each other, like a long-lost brother. It ain't going to do you no good. So, remember, when you get in close, bang, 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 okay? Move around and punch. But remember what I said, distance yourself. So, this is a show on cutting off the ring and distance fighting. Thank you for watching. Until next week, I'll see ya.